Hello everybody, and welcome to my garage roleplay. Alright, so this is episode 1, and we have basically just arrived in town, and this is my uncle's house. His name is Richard, and yeah, I basically have this suitcase with my clothes, and I don't have a house or a place to stay, so I will tell you guys a little bit more on my way over to the shop, because my uncle Richard is actually the owner of a shop all the way in town, Middletown. So yeah, we are left with his Belair today, so he left it over here and gave me the keys, and he said I can take this over to the shop today, and then from here on out we'll probably be staying at the shop because yeah, we've got a couch we can sleep on over there. So it's not much, but at least it's something we can sleep on for now. So we are going to make our way over there and see what job he has for us, because we've got to do some work basically for my uncle Richard, and he will pay us for the work we do. So yeah, on the way over there I will discuss some of the rules I have set out for myself. So obviously I'm not allowed to use any taxi service at all, and also I am not allowed to drive a customer vehicle whatsoever, unless if I need to test drive the car to see if it's driving correct or if everything is fine on it. So yeah, that is going to be quite hard for us. As I mentioned, I do not own the house. I have to buy a house if I want to have a property, but that'll all depend on what you guys comment down below. What should I prioritize first? Getting a car, getting a house, but I think I probably will need a vehicle of some sort to get around, so that will probably be the first thing that I will work towards. So yeah, I'm going to try and do these episodes based off of what people comment and what they would like to see. So definitely put some comments down below, and also if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing so, because I would like to hear back from you guys and make sure you get notified on new episodes that I'm going to be dropping on this series. Alright, so the shop over here in town is also for sale, but we need $50,000 for that, as you know, and we don't own it. At this moment we don't own anything, and I've got about $60 in my pocket, which is the only money I have. So yeah, that'll probably be so that I can buy lunch for myself, and hopefully I will make some money and soon be able to afford my first car. So on the agenda for today, I've got a job to do at the service center. I'm going to pass this car because he's just going very slow. So there is a job. It's apparently work on a Mercedes. I need to check with the customer on the phone what work that needs to be done to the car, and see if we can find out what the parts we're gonna need. But I think Uncle Richard said he already ordered the parts, so it should be there. And he also left me a map, because I don't really know the world, this side of the world, that good, so probably have to use the map some point. And we basically got an errand to run as well for Uncle Richard. We've got a shop truck back at the shop as well we can use, but that is mostly for work, and we'll probably be able to borrow it in the beginning just to get around a bit, other than using Uncle Richard's Chevy Belair over here, which has been very well taken care of and restored. Right, so this is apparently the closest gas station to the service center, so we'll have to come over here. My goodness, look at that. Is that an old Chevrolet? Interesting. We'll Maybe go and have a look at that Chevelle, because that thing looks quite beat up, which will be perfect for us. Alright, so this is a beautiful countryside. Just love these wheat fields on the side. Wonder if it's some farmer's wheat field that he still needs to harvest at some point. Alright, but we are making our way. Yeah, we're almost into town. The town is just up ahead. We can start seeing the buildings there in the distance. And yeah, once we get there, Uncle Richard said his shop is just down the road, so we should spot it. And he said also there's a pizza place in town that needs drivers, so if ever we have a quiet day at the shop, we can probably go and do some deliveries for them. And who knows, might end up getting a little bit of extra money. Alright, so we're just getting into town. Alright, that's the pizza place back there. So yeah, we do have a job at least, but it's not, yeah, as I said, it might not always be a solid income for us. But I believe this is his dealership. Alright, so we are gonna go ahead and park up over here. So let's get into this thing, see if we can get this job knocked out. Alright, so start by loosening that and that over here and over here and there. I believe there's a bolt all the way up there. I should be able to get it. Right, I think there is another bolt from the top. Alright, so I think that one over there. Alright, it should drop down. Alright, let's just get this thing lifted up. Alright, so it did drop out. Alright, so let's just move this over to the side. So Uncle Richard said these things he actually sells it to the pawn shop. Gets a little bit of extra money from that as well. So we are welcome to go and scrap that, he said, at the pawn shop. Alright, so let's see. We've got to tighten all of these bolts again. And I believe there should be the one at the top. Did I get the other ones mounted? They are fine. Right, let's get this lowered down. Okay, so there's one more bolt over here. And I think that should conclude this job. It was actually not so hard at all. Right, I think let's just give it a quick test. See if everything works, but I'm sure everything will be 100% now on this car. Alright, let's jump in. Alright, so this is a diesel engine, so we have to wait for the glow plugs to warm up a bit. Alright, so it does go into reverse and it seems to work fine. Alright, it goes into first gear. Alright, so it goes into all the gears. Alright, so this is a 4-speed transmission. It goes in all of the gears, which is perfect. Alright, so I think I can just call the customer and they will come and pick up their car. Alright, so we haven't done a shop tour yet, so we'll maybe take a walk around quickly and then we'll see if we can get the old shop truck fired up there. And I can probably just put this in one of these rooms at the back. I think this room will be perfect for all the used parts. I do have some shelves here, but I think I'll put some better condition parts on the shelf rather. We've got some floor jacks there, well, jack stands. Alright, but let's let the customer come and pick up their car. Alright, so we've got a couple of dollars already, but I do have to check with Uncle Richard if I keep all of the money I make off the jobs or if the shop takes a percentage. Alright, so now we've got this shop truck, we've got a dyno over here. That's our waste bin. This is where they deliver the parts apparently, so that is good to know. We've got a tire changer, floor jack. Got a couple of tools and some used tires over there. We've got an engine stand if ever we do rebuild engines. And he's got the dealership floor over here. He's got these 3 cars up for sale. Right, so that's a very nice looking Wolf. A Rally Edition Lada. And we've got a, yeah, like a Challenger. Very beautiful, very nice color. And over here we've got our documents. So this is if a customer wants to sell their car or if we want to put our car up for sale, we can bring it over here. This is where we do diagnostics as well as the customers, well, vehicles we need to dyno, we can do a dyno test on it. Alright, so yeah, that is pretty much the shop. There's not a whole lot going on. Alright, so what I want to do is have a look at this shop truck and see if it's got coolant in and oil and everything. See if this will actually run. because I need to make my way over to the junkyard. So yeah, the oil looks fine. Yeah, we definitely need some coolant in this thing. Are we rolling on a spare tire over here? That might cause some wheel alignment issues. I see the rim is back there, but damn, this thing is dirty. So I believe that is why he left me the $100 just to get a car wash and also put in some gas in this thing. Alright, but I do want to top up the coolant. So let's go ahead and do that, and then hopefully this thing won't overheat on us. Alright, so this takes ages. quickly fires up and it definitely drives. It's also got a automatic transmission. So we just need to keep an eye on our heat gauge over there. So apparently this thing likes to overheat, so we'll have to get that sorted out. Now we've got quite a journey all the way to the junkyard, so might have to stop for more coolant if we don't have enough over there. So far the temperature seems fine. And it actually drives quite well, not too bad. Alright, so I think that is the fuel over there, so we'll pull up to that. Can probably also take it through the car wash quickly. I think that'll make a world of a difference to what this thing looks like. Alright, so alright. Well, it looks to clean up quite nicely. Alright, we I believe that is the trailer we need to pick up. So yeah, we made it here all the way. And yeah, doesn't seem like we have any trouble yet. Alright, I don't see any wheels. So we might have to grab one of those just to be safe. To have all four wheels on the trailer. Or we could probably just tow it back like that and see if we can get another rim ordered. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I think let me move the El Camino into place. And then hopefully we can, yeah, get it hooked up. Oh, I think this should do. Just gonna leave it running for now. And it should be safe for us to tow this thing all the way back. Alright, so I guess we'll have to give it a go. Definitely feel there is something behind the El Camino. Oh, this old gal still got it. And looks like our temperature is still okay. Doesn't seem to be overheating as yet. Right, but yeah, we are basically in town again. We did burn through a little bit of gas, but yeah, we were towing a trailer all the way back. So I'm not too sure where we are going to put this trailer yet. Have to check with Uncle Richard what he says. Alright, here we are, back safe and sound at the shop. And we went to pick up our trailer, and our El Camino is still doing quite well. We do need to get some tires, we need to see if we can order one of these fenders, and yeah, we need a whole wheel incomplete over here. I think we do have a rim over there, but that's probably also a 16-inch alloy wheel. So let's just see. Yeah, this tire is also gone anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna try and fit that to the trailer. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of a chat to Uncle Richard, but I think this is going to be a wrap for this episode. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view and every like. And also comment down below if you are enjoying this roleplay season. And yeah, if you think you've got any suggestions or ideas for me, please comment down below. And also remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. All appreciate it very much. But until the next episode, cheerio.